Connector goes right here. Look at this little cave right here. Super epic. Look at that. Woo, salt water. What's going on, guys? It's time to put water in the tank. So I ended up getting a 1/4 horsepower submersible pump to go ahead and use with this. All right, here we go. All the cans are full. They're at the proper salinity. Time to get the sand in the tank.
Now the fun begins, guys. Putting in the sand into the aquarium. This is the Carib Sea sand. Definitely a fun task to get the sand where you want it, how big of a bed you want, and all that other good stuff. Using a cup was very helpful. And now I turned on the water pump and I'm pumping the salt water in, just rinsing all the sand off the rocks and getting it to where it'll settle down into the bottom between the rocks. Now the waiting game, letting the tank fill on up, and this is sped way up. As you can see, it takes a while to fill up a big tank. But what a fun, awesome process this has been. I just had to switch it over to a new can. You saw it go off the water, and then now it's back on because I had to move to another can. Look at how murky and gross and everything that water is from the sand. What I ended up doing was I got that big PVC pipe I used to mix the salt, and I used that to also stir the sand around to try to get as much of the cloudiness out of the sand as possible. One thing you're going to want for sure is get yourself a pair or at least one of those grips there so that you are not having to hold it yourself. Now the sump, guys. The beautiful ProClear Aquatic Systems Red Flex sump, filling this bad boy up now. Now, how I filled this system up is you fill the tank to where it is just barely going over your overflows. Then you stop. Then you go and you fill the sump up to where it is almost to the top. Then once you turn your pump on, what happens is it pumps the water out of the sump into the tank, of course, filling your overflow boxes and filling your tank up a little bit more. So now if you ever lose power and it back siphons, your sump will not overflow.
Yeah, check it out, check it out. We got water flowing in the sump. Yeah. Testing the water levels. Filling up the RODI right now, but there it is, everybody. We got the sump done, the plumbing done. Now check this out, guys. As you know, I put that in there and I put that in there so that I could route the cords neatly for the system, right? So I got to figure out a way to take the controller off this cord because I can't fit this. It's all one piece. Cannot fit this through those holes. So we got to figure out something to do here. Screwdriver, 3 screws is all it's going to take. All right, so we got the 3 screws off. Go ahead and pull this off and then pull this part of the cord off of the plastic, and then the circuit board comes right out and the knob. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to pull this connector off of the circuit board. First things first, we pull the little lid off this. Then go ahead and feed this through. Now we just need to hook it back up. Connector goes right here, snaps into place. You will hear it snap. Then you got the front housing and you got the knob. So you want to go ahead and put the circuit board back in the controller housing like so. And then you want to put that part of the cord into its place. And then now we got to just go ahead and situate this like that. We got this in here. See, ready to go. And then so now we need to go ahead and get this thing mounted. Got some little Velcro pieces with it. Piece off here. Mount the power cable in this spot here. All right, everyone, check it out. We got the MP40 Quiet Drive installed on that side and the wires routed. And we got the drive on that side with the wires routed. Now it's time to install. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's get the dry side installed. So I think I'm gonna go right here. Now this is a little tab if you choose to use it. Now a zip tie goes through the mount. The wet side is just gonna go right here. All right, you guys can see I got it routed here, then it drops down into the back. We got it on, you can see. I'm still having to get it all dialed in because adding some stuff kind of messes with the flow that there was at that point in time. So I am having to mess with that, but here, let me back up a little bit more for you guys. Look at that. Bam. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look down here. So here's where the inlets are, and I have gate valves and ball valves for both of them to try to get it dialed in, because a lot of air sometimes will get down here. So there's that to deal with. And you can see here that I've been messing with the lines. That is where it should be at all times, no matter what. That was a possible new level as I'm messing with it. When the power goes off, it should stop there. In the beginning of the video, you saw it here. Well, that was because the back of the overflows filled up, so it dropped it down here. And you know, I was messing with this baffle right here to get the flow, to slow the flow down, to keep it right here at this mark. So there's that. Skimmer is going to get on at a different time, but yep, we're getting things rocking and rolling. Okay, so the pipe on the right is where the water goes down into the sump, as you can see. And there's that one. Now notice how that one's lower than that one. It's because I'm having to figure out how to dial it in. Right now, an issue I'm having is right down over in here, there is a little hole in the elbow. So if power goes out, and you know, it'll stop siphoning and whatnot. But what it's doing right now is it's creating these bubbles, and I'll get it figured out. But you know, this tank's got a little things. You know, I'm gonna have to get a razor and scrape that, and then a razor and scrape that, but it's coming along. All right, so what I got to do is take these filter socks out because I don't want the beneficial bacteria to get caught in the filter socks. And we're going to also shut down the system, and you're going to see that drop, and this is going to fill up. So we're going to go ahead and let's see here. There we go. System's off. All right, now we take the filter socks out. Now you can see the water breaking the surface here. That's good. We want this to get moving, obviously, to put in the beneficial bacteria. So it did say to shake the bottle. You want this stuff to get all moving around so everything gets mixed up. So what I'm doing is I shut the power off to the sump, as we know, and what I want it to do is pour this in here so this could really get mixed in the tank, in the rocks, on the substrate, and it doesn't go straight down into the sump. I want to do that first. There we go. We're done, guys. Woo! Look at that. Rocks, sand, water, lights, wave makers, sump, all the goodies. All the goodies, everybody. This is super awesome. Check this out right here, guys. Look at that cave. Fish are going to be able to chill in that cave. They're going to be able to chill down in that cave. You can see to the other side right there. Check this out. Then you guys got that there. There's another entrance right up over here. Now check this one out right here. Look at this little swim zone. Swim zone. Look at that thing right there. This is going to be super cool. We got another hiding spot right here. Check it out, guys. Check it out. Epic. We got the controllers mounted here on the side. We got controllers on this side. Here's an up top view of the sump. You can see return. We got the ATO, refuge area, skimmer. So this right here is a temporary fix. My plan is to get a Neptune Apex to help control the system. Yeah. So I got this filter here. It's a red filter to help filter out the blue. As you can see, there we go. Now this is more what it looks like. It's actually a little bluer. It's because of this light up over here that is giving it problem. Got to figure out the whole bubble situation here. There's the top over in here. It's got a hole for siphoning, so it'll stop siphoning if power goes out. I feel like I got some nice areas here for coral. I'm going to be doing a coral reef, and you know, got some spots to put other kinds of coral and things like that. Couple tight spots, but that is part of the game. We got the Ecotech MP40s here, one of the highest quality wave makers out there, and it doesn't get much low pro than that. No cords in the tank. Same with this side. And I ended up writing down on the tank here when I added Dr. Tim's and when I added ammonium chloride. So, you know, nothing is a surprise. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tanked.